Oh, I'm live. Good evening, everyone. How are you all? कैसे हैं आप सब? I hope you all are doing fine. I'm good, Ashwin. I'm good. Yesterday, I was not feeling well. That's why I had to cancel the class. I am extremely sorry for that. But today I am back once again with the same Unacademy black t-shirt. Nice to see you guys today. I am fine, Sanjay. I am fine. Thank you. So, So I think without wasting any more time, we should get on with today's class, as today is a completely new topic that we are going to start here on YouTube. Come on, guys, hurry up. Where are the others? Where is everybody? Okay, okay. So let's start, guys. Let's start. Let me just share this link once again. Okay, I think I should start now. So, for those who don't know me, my name is Manish Mishra. I secured an all-India rank of 568 in GATE 2015, and since then I have been teaching GATE and ESE aspirants. I have a cumulative experience of 5 years in teaching, and the subjects that I primarily take are manufacturing science, industrial OR, as well as material science. So, guys, I welcome you all to this Unacademy GATE Mechanical PIXE YouTube channel. And in this particular class, guys, in the series of industrial engineering and operations research, today we will be starting a completely new topic, that is sequencing models. So this is the topic that we will be starting in today's class. हर्ष is asking, sir, इसके बाद क्या शुरू करोगे आप? Harsh, what do you want? Just write it in the comment box. I will start that particular topic. So let me just tick mark those topics that we have already completed. So we have done project management, inventory control, forecasting, break even analysis. Line balancing is done, but work study is not yet over. Okay, and now we are starting sequencing. So let's just tick mark sequencing as well. And guys, LPP and transportation, let me just mark it with blue color. LPP and transportation are already over in the special classes. LPP and transportation are already over in the special classes. So what I will be doing in the special class series, I will start assignment problem. I will start assignment problem in the special class series. So Harsh is asking for queuing models. Okay, no problem, Harsh. Hello, Ashish. Hello. So Harsh is asking for queuing models. We will start queuing models after this. On assignment problem, we will start assignment problem on the special class, and we will start queuing model on YouTube after after we have completed sequencing models. And after queuing model, I will go with work study, and then we will start production planning control, material resource planning, as well as quality control. Guys, let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. Today's class will be about sequencing model. And sequencing is one aspect of production planning and control. Okay. Ashish, we have done forecasting. Ashish is asking for forecasting. Ashish, we have done forecastings. Yes, Karthik Naidu, numericals on transportation problem we will be doing in the next special class session. Okay, in the next special class we will be dealing with the numericals on transportation problem, and then I will start assignment problem. I am just saying that these two are over with respect to concepts. Okay. So, in 3 weeks time we have completed a lot. In 3 weeks time we have completed a lot with respect to industrial and operations research, and I think that is quite an achievement. Ashish is asking, sir, where can I see forecasting? Ashish, on YouTube you can see forecasting. Just go check out the Unacademy Gate Mechanical YouTube channel, go in the playlist section, and there you can find it. Okay. Sir, is assignment problem important for GATE? Ashwin, as I said that regarding the consider taking into consideration the current competition, every topic is important, and assignment is one of the most important topics in industrial and OR. Otherwise, I would have not written assignment problem on the third number, okay, in the series. These topics like production planning control, material resource planning, and quality control, these are not those important topics. But up to 1 to 10, all the topics are important. Really, you achieved it, sir. All of your hard work. Thank you, Ashwin. Thank you very much. Okay, guys. So many of you have joined the class now. I think we should be starting the class. Sure, sir. Never understood LPP better. Concepts are crystal clear. Thanks once again. Thank you, Karthik. It is my it is always my motive to teach the concepts in the best possible manner. So that's it. That's what I was just doing. Okay, guys. So let's deal with sequencing now. A very easy topic, I would say. A very easy topic. Very easy topic. Okay. What I will be doing, guys, what I will be doing, although there are certain things that you should understand in the sequencing models in terms of theory, but what I will be doing, thank you, Harsh, thank you. So what I will be doing in this series of sequencing, I will be straight away taking the questions. Okay, because this topic is very simple, guys, and with the help of the questions, I will first explain everything that is there in the questions, that whatever these values, these datas and terms means, and then what I will do once we are through with the question, I will simply tell you that what those general terms are in terms of definition. That way it will be extremely easy for you to grasp, and in that way this session will be over in a very less amount of time. Okay, so let's see this. There is some introduction part, then in these slides I have added one question straight away so that we can straight away deal with this question, and in meanwhile while we are dealing with the question we can understand what these particular terms are. So guys, basically here I have added all the basic terminologies that are there in sequencing in these slides, and then I tried to deal with some n job one machine rule problems. Laksh is saying, sir, including both special classes and YouTube, how many more classes are left in IE and OR? Laksh has asked a good question because I think students are always curious to know that how long it will take to complete the subject. When I was a student, I also faced the same questions. I had the same dilemma. So, Laksh, let me answer your question. Let me answer your question. Laksh, on YouTube, if I will consider that alone on YouTube, Then industrial and OR will stretch up to 25th of December. Okay, because LPP, transportation and assignment are really large topics and it will take time to complete them. So considering that every day we get around an hour on YouTube, so that means somewhere around 20 odd classes are left. That means the syllabus will stretch up to 25th of December, or even I would say 31st of December. But including the both the special classes as well as YouTube, including both special classes as well as on YouTube, guys, I would say that I will finish assignment problem by 12th, two classes on each day. So I will complete assignment problem by 10th of December. And meanwhile, we would have completed sequencing and queuing also. So only three topics will remain, that is production planning control, material resource planning and quality control. So yes, by 15th, by hello Akshay, hello. So Laksh, by 15th of December, we would have completed the entire industrial engineering and operations research, if we consider that a student will be attending classes on both YouTube as well as special classes. Okay. So, so I think I should move on. I think I should move on. सर मटेरियल साइंस के वर्ल्ड में हम लोग कब एंटर करेंगे? संजय, I think we should not be discussing this question. The thing is that I'm not sure that whether I will be taking material science very soon, because the gate exam is very near and I think somebody has already taught material science. So I think in this particular session, I don't think I will be taking material science. So guys, I think we should start. Okay. So what is sequencing? First of all, what is sequencing? Okay. So sequencing simply means that in a sequence, the word sequence is of prime importance here. Sequence. Okay. So why a sequence? Why a sequence? Let us consider a very basic example first. Suppose there is a small shop, workshop, let's say, that is completely solely run by a mechanic, a single mechanic. You must have seen a lot of workshops or shops like this where a single mechanic has opened a garage, a very small garage, and where he is the solo operator, or I would say he is the only mechanic in the shop, in that particular garage. No help, nothing. He is the one who is cleaning the vehicles, who is repairing the vehicles, who is doing each and everything in the shop. So suppose one fine day, one fine Monday, he opened the shop. One fine Monday, he opened the shop, he opened the garage, and as soon as he opened the garage, somebody came with his motorcycle and said, look, my chain, the motorcycle chain is loose and I just need to get it tightened. Okay, so how long will it take you to do that? So you guys must be very familiar with this, है ना? Especially boys who are riding motorcycles, they know that when we ride a motorcycle for quite a long time, then what basically happens, the chain, it gets loosened up, and then we had to tighten up the chain, okay, so that the vehicle can perform smoothly and freely. Otherwise that knock knock sound keeps on coming from the chain sprocket as well as from the chain guards. So it is a very minor issue in motorcycles, and it hardly takes 15 minutes for a good mechanic to consider to take this into consideration and completely resolve the issue. So a person came and said that my motorcycle chain is loose and I just need to tighten it up. I'm leaving the motorcycle. Just tell me when should I come back. So the mechanic just thought about it in his mind that it is a mere job of chain tightening. It will hardly take me 10 minutes to do the job. But let us just keep some factor of safety and give him a delivery duration of, let's say, by 2 hours. So the mechanic said that come back after 2 hours. I am just telling you a very basic story that could happen to any garage owner out there. So just consider the daily situation and then you will be able to understand where I am taking you. So so that happened. Then as soon as that person left, another person came with his motorcycle and said that look, my motorcycle needs complete servicing and complete overhauling and everything. So I will be leaving my motorcycle. Tell me when should I collect it. So he's looked at the motorcycle, saw the condition and everything, and by taking into consideration the condition of motorcycle and the duration which is required for the complete overhauling and servicing job, so he said that you do one thing, just collect the motorcycle by evening 6 p.m. Okay, now it is 10 a.m. Just collect the motorcycle by evening 6 p.m. So remember, for the first customer who reached the garage, this mechanic has promised him a delivery duration after 2 hours, that is, let's say on 12 pm, 12 noon, and to the second customer, he has given a delivery duration of 6 pm. Similarly, let's say another person came and he said, just check the brakes of my motorcycle, they are not functioning properly. Whenever I apply the brakes, screeching sound comes. So he said, okay, let me just test drive your bike. So he test drove the bike and then he simply said, sir, your brake pads are completely worn out. We would need to change this. So he said, the customer said, okay, let's just do that. And the customer said that when should I collect my bike? So he said, sir, do one thing. Today I will have to go to the service station or to the showroom or to the aftermarket part supplier, and there I will check first whether the particular brake pads of this particular bike and model is available or not. So I will get the brake pads today and then I will change the brake pads early in the morning tomorrow, and then I will give you the bike at, let's say, 12 p.m. or 12 noon tomorrow. So he said, okay, no issues, you keep the motorcycle. So why I am telling you this story? Why I am telling you this story? Just consider these situations. Just consider these situations, three different situations. In these three situations, what is basically happening is that the mechanic is providing every customer with a delivery date, or I should say, a proper duration on which he will be providing the delivery of the job. So these customers are arriving into the mechanic garage with certain jobs, and the mechanic knows that what are the processing time of these jobs. The mechanic will simply, looking at the motorcycle and having the experience that he has, he can simply say that yes, this chain tightening job will take 15 minutes time. So the processing time, the time that I will be doing the job, or I would say the time that is required to process the job, will be 15 minutes. Similarly, he knows that in order to completely service the motorcycle, I will need around 3 hours of time, and he knows that in order to completely change the brake shoes, he first of all have to visit a local part supplier, make sure that he has the particular type of brake pads, and when he has, then he will buy those brake pads, get back to the shop, then completely reopen the brakes, then change the brake shoes, and then the job will be over. So he decided all these will take me around 24 hours of time. So basically, what I am saying is that there are jobs in the system. Those jobs have certain processing time, and based on the processing time of those jobs, and considering the number of jobs are that there in the system. So mechanic has given the customer that arrived at the shop in order to get the brake shoes changed. The mechanic told him straight away that you come tomorrow at 12 noon, because he knew that I already have two motorcycles in the inventory. one needs a chain tightening job, one needs a complete servicing. So I have to do this job because I have already promised the customers that I will be delivering the motorcycle on a particular time. And if I would fail to do so, those customers, they might get angry. They might feel unsatisfied. They might never come to my shop again. Okay, so basically there are certain jobs in the system. Those jobs have a certain processing time, and based on the processing time as well as the rest of the jobs that there are in the system, the mechanic, or I would say in this case, let's say the mechanic is the machine. Let's say the mechanic is the machine, the one who performs these jobs. So the mechanic or the machine provides a particular delivery, or let's say due date, when the job is due. So now you know that in a sequencing model, as the name suggests, sequencing, what is the entire objective of this? The entire objective is that if we have certain jobs in the system that have different processing times, that have different delivery dates, and we have certain machines. Let's say in this particular example, I am considering a single mechanic, but there could be an incident where there is a big workshop where there are, like, say 10 or 12 mechanic or 15 mechanics. So all I am saying is that there are instances when there are multiple jobs having different processing times, having different delivery dates, and there are multiple machines or multiple man in order to do those jobs. So what does sequencing do? What does sequencing do? Sequencing just makes sure that you have a proper planning before you start doing these jobs. Remember, in this particular case, the resources that we have are the man or the machine as well as the time that we have. And in those limited amount of time that we have, because we have already given the customers a delivery date or a due date, and we know that there are these much processing times involved in these jobs. So what does sequencing do? Sequencing just tells you a proper sequence, a proper series in order to do this job, a proper sequence in order to do this job if I want to achieve a certain particular objective. Let's say this particular mechanic has opened the shop new. This is a new garage. He is trying to set up his own business. Now in this situation, customer satisfaction is very important. Now in this situation, customer's satisfaction is very important. Let's say the mechanic has opened a new garage, and in this situation, customer satisfaction is very important. So what he will do? He will make sure that he does the job perfectly well. He prepare the motorcycles in the best possible manner, and he will also make sure that whatever delivery duration he has promised, he will be able to fulfill that. And if I will consider the delivery duration, I would simply start doing that job which is first on my list to deliver. And as I have already told the customer who came for a chain tightening job, as I have already told the customer who has came for a chain tightening job that come after 2 hours of time, then I should make sure that I do that job as early as possible, so that whatever delivery duration I have promised, I would be able to fulfill that. So I hope you are getting my point. I hope you are getting my point. So like I just said, there could be various objectives. There could be various, I would say, ways in order to set a sequence for jobs that we have in the system. And as I said, there could be different sequences available. Anyone can frame a sequence with respect to what he feels like should be the proper arrangement of those jobs, depending on a particular objective that he or she has in mind. But in this particular series, we will be dealing with only three sequencing models that are relevant with the GATE examination syllabus as well as your engineering or BTech level syllabus. Okay, so in this particular series we will be only dealing with three sequencing models, and those three sequencing models are n job 1 machine problem, n job 2 machine problem, and n job 3 machine problem. So what are these n job 1 machine, 2 machine, 3 machine problems which we have to deal with this is in this module? So just let's straight away get into this and find out. Okay, so let me just give you a brief introduction. A major decision area in production planning and control. Remember I said that sequencing is a part of production planning and control. So a major decision area in production planning control is the scheduling of production in a plant over a period of time. Scheduling of production simply means the sequence in which the production process will carry forward. Okay. In developing a schedule, the production planner aims to match the resources required to meet the commitments. As I said, delivery duration. So whatever resource we have time, we have labor. So we have to make sure that we utilize them in order to meet the commitments due to the customers, both in terms of quality as well as delivery, with available facilities such as the machine hours and the man hours, as I have already discussed. So let me just move on. So there is a question that I have taken. So what I will be doing, I will be discussing this question, and after we are over with this question, we will be studying each and every particular term that we have used in this question, like it is written average flow time. So first I will be dealing average flow time with respect to this question, and then I will be discussing it in terms of theories. Okay, so that way you can grasp the content even better, because as I said, the sequencing model is a very simple topic. So guys, now you can see on your screen there is a question with respect to n job 1 machine. So this is an n job 1 machine problem. What is an n job 1 machine problem? What is an n job 1 machine problem? There could be various jobs. There could be n jobs having different processing times, having different delivery dates. Okay, but in order to perform all these jobs, I have only one machine or one man. So as I took the example of the mechanic having a garage, that is the example which is for n job 1 machine. Because remember, there are different jobs in the system. One has came for a chain tightening job, one has came for servicing, one has came for a brake shoe change. So all these different jobs are going to be performed by a single man or a single machine. Okay, so that is basically what is an n job 1 machine problem is. Now in this particular question it is said that there are 5 different jobs. There is J1, J2, J3, J4 and J5. And every job has a processing time. The processing time of J1 is mentioned here as 10 units, whatever it will be, 10 days, 10 hours, whatever maybe that be, but just consider this as 10 units. Okay. Sanjay is saying thoda L. Sanjay, what is this? I do not understand. Do you want to ask something? Hello Sanjay, do you want to ask something? Okay. Okay, previous slide. Don't worry Sanjay, I will be sharing the slide today. Okay. I will be sharing this slide today. The only time I don't share slides is when I write on the slides myself. But today I will be sharing the slides, so don't worry. So let me just consider this question and then I'll get back. So there are 5 jobs and we have processing time for all the jobs 10, 7, 12, 4, 2. And here is the delivery date. The job number 1, which has a processing time of 10 days, has a delivery date on 20th. So there is quite a margin there. Similarly, there are different jobs and every particular job has a delivery date which we have to make sure that we promised the customer that he will get the job, he will get his particular thing or job on this particular date, and we have to make sure that we fulfill our promise, otherwise it will be bad for the business or for the system. Okay, so now it says that determine the average flow time, average lateness by SPT, EDD and STR. So now the thing is ki what is SPT? First of all, what is SPT? Guys, SPT stands for shortest processing time method. Okay, so now let me tell you something. I have already covered these things in the slides, so you don't have to worry. Okay, when I will share the slides, you will be able to see each and everything. As you can see here that I have written sequencing rule of n job one machine problem, that is the shortest processing time rule. But I am just simply trying to explain you guys here on these slides, so that those slides will not be used for let's say teaching you. I like teaching in this way, and I think students connect better in this way. So SPT is shortest processing time. Okay, so what is shortest processing time? The shortest processing time method says that arrange the jobs with respect to their processing time, or with increasing order of their processing time. Like see, like in this particular case, in this question here, there are 5 different jobs, and the job J3 has the highest processing time, whereas job J5 has the lowest processing time. So what shortest processing method says, that just arrange the job in the increasing order of their processing times. So if I'll consider shortest processing time method, then I will have to perform the fifth job first, then job number 4, then I will have to perform the job number 2, then I will have to perform job number 1, and at last I will be performing job number 3. So these are basically the sequence that we can obtain by using the shortest processing time method. Now let us consider we are discussing a particular method which is dealing with the n job one machine problem. So this is one way to deal with the n job one machine problem. But remember, whatever method we will choose, there will be a certain objective behind it, certain reason behind this. So what are these reasons basically? Now let me just show you in the slides, and then I will discuss them by relating them. So it says that this rule sequences the job in the increasing order of their processing time. This rule achieves the following objective. What are the objective this rule achieves? It achieves minimizing the mean waiting time, minimizing the mean flow time, minimizing mean lateness, minimizing mean number of jobs waiting as in process of inventory. So there are a lot of things that this particular sequencing method or rule is achieving. Okay, there are various objectives that it achieves. But let me just explain you. Let me just explain you. Okay, now guys, see what will be the first benefit. We will be seeing each of the benefits while we will be solving the questions. But let me just tell you certain things which will clear your mind. Okay, so this is the sequence basically. With the processing times here. These are the processing times. Now what will happen if I will straight away select job 5 as my first operation in the system? There are 5 jobs, but I chose that I will be dealing with job number 5 first. So basically what I am doing is that I am selecting jobs with respect to the processing times they have. So I am selecting that job which is having the least processing time. So what I can benefit from this? Guys, if I take on those jobs which have the least duration or least processing time, then what will happen that after 2 days time, or whatever this 2 is, hour, days or weeks, after 2 days time, let's say, I will say that job 5 will be out of the garage, or I would have completed job 5 and I can simply deliver the job to the customer. Then what will happen? Because remember, there is only one man or one machine. So when the first job will be completed, then only he can start the second job. It's not like that he will be doing the job simultaneously. I am saying that because there is only one man or one machine, so what he will be doing, first of all, he will be dealing with the first job as per the SPT rule. And when the first job is over, then he will tackle the second job. So the first job will over on the second day, and if on the second day I will start job number 4, then after 4 days, that is on the 6th day, that on 6th day, I would say that job 4 is out of the system. Similarly, after 13 days, I would say that job 3 is out of the system, and so on I would say for rest of the jobs. Now, what I have achieved here. Guys, just listen to this. Just listen to this. Just consider that I swap the positions of 3 and 5. Just consider that I swap the positions of 3 and 5. I will make sure that 5 goes in place of 3 and 3 goes in place of 5. Now that what will happen? This 3 has a processing time of 12 days. So for the first 12 days, guys, what will happen? I will be working on a single machine. For the first 12 days, I will be working on a single machine. And you know what will happen? While I was working on this job, on the job number 3, for 12 days consecutively, I am working on job number 3, then all these jobs will remain standing in my inventory. Because remember, I have already gathered all the jobs. Now I want to find a sequence which is the best possible sequence, which will optimize my business, my system, which will make sure that I use the best possible use of the resources that I have. So if I will start doing the third job, which has the highest processing time. Let's say I took the third job as my first job and I have to invest 12 days time. Then meanwhile in that duration, all these jobs will be standing in my inventory. And unless and until I have completed this job, so after 12 days I will deliver this, there is a very good chance that for a job for which I have promised, for a job for which I will be taking only 2 days time, I would have promised a very nearby delivery date. When I have a job which will take only 2 days time, then for that particular job I might have promised to the customer that yes, come after 7 days. So if I will indulge on a job which has a very high processing time, then what will happen? Meanwhile, all those jobs might get delayed, which is going to cost me both in terms of customers as well as my business. Okay, so sequence is very important, guys. When I am selecting the jobs as respect to SPT sequence, so basically what I am doing is that I am kicking out the inventory as early as possible. The flow, let's say the out is flow. So the flow of the jobs in the system is optimized. Because this way, what happens that after 2 days, this job will go out of the system. Now I will have 4 jobs in the inventory and a space for one more job to come inside the inventory. I can only have a space of, let's say, 5 motorcycles in my garage. Then unless and until I make sure that I have completed a job, I won't be able to take new jobs into the system. So I hope, guys, now you are getting my point. So basically what is happening is, if I will consider these out times as the flow time, then basically what happens is, with the use of the shortest processing time method, the flow time of the system optimizes. And when time is a resource, optimization simply means minimization. So I would say the flow time or the average flow time minimizes when we make use of a sequence provided by the shortest processing time method. Then guys, there is a earliest delivery date method or EDD method. Earliest delivery date method. Okay, let me just discuss these methods very briefly and then we will be solving the questions. So what is earliest delivery date method? Just understand this. Guys, if you can see this question, for every particular job I have provided a delivery date. Okay, now you can see that these 2 jobs, job number 4 and job number 5, has a delivery date of 10th day. and job number 1, 2, 3 has a delivery date which is far behind, far ahead. Okay, so now if I want customer satisfaction to be my first priority, let's say I don't care that how many jobs gone out of the system, how many new jobs came in, my focus is not on that. I have a new business. Even if I will service or provide my service to very few customers every day and make sure that I do those job properly, I satisfy those customers completely so that they can bring more customers to the business. My objective is customer satisfaction. Then what I will be doing? I won't be focusing on the processing times. I will be focusing on the delivery dates and I will perform that job as my first job, which has the earliest delivery date, which I have to deliver to the earliest to the customer. So earliest delivery date method says that just arrange the jobs in terms of their due dates. That way we will be doing fifth job, fourth job, then second, then first, and then third. So guys, I hope you guys are getting my point. Okay. In a n job one machine problem, remember there is always a one machine or a one man who is available to do the jobs, and while he is performing a single job, he won't be able to handle a second job. The first job needs to be completed in order to get hold of the second job. The second job needs to be completed in order to get hold of the third job. And there are various methods, namely three methods, that is SPT, EDD and STR. What is STR? I will be telling you in a short moment of time. I have already discussed two methods, that is the shortest processing time method as well as the earliest delivery date method. And those two methods have a very differentiated objective. The shortest processing method deals with the internal management of the system, where we have to make sure that more vehicles should come inside the garage, and as possible there should be space in the garage to make space for new inventory. So all I am saying is those jobs which can be processed in a very small duration, they should be processed first and they should be moved out of the garage so that new arrivals can get inside the system. Okay, so basically the flow time gets minimized when we use the SPT method. The earliest delivery date method, it focuses on the delivery dates, the durations that we have promised to the customer. But remember guys, remember what I am going to say, you should be remembering this point very specifically. Shortest processing time method which I have mentioned here, it minimizes the average waiting time, minimizes the average flow time, minimizes average lateness, and minimizes mean average number of jobs waiting in for inventory to process. So if you will consider these, they are basically the same thing. When I minimizes the flow time, let's say the first motorcycle got out on the second day, the next motorcycle got out on the fourth day, the next motorcycle got out on the 10th day, the next motorcycle on the 15th day. So because I am considering the job with least processing time, so these flow times for these jobs are the minimum. Otherwise, if I would have chosen a job which has a duration of 12 days, the flow time would have increased drastically. Similarly, when I say that I minimizes the mean waiting time, so guys, these jobs has to wait for a very less time in the system. So the mean waiting time has also reduced. The mean lateness, what is lateness? Guys, I will be discussing each and everything with respect to the question. You don't have to worry because I have already mentioned everything in these slides. So rather than dealing with the theory part and making this lecture very boring, I tried to make this lecture as engaging as possible. So I hope you could understand that what I am doing. Okay, I will be straight away dealing with the question very soon. Don't worry about that. Similarly, guys, I have written here earliest due date. It sequences the job in the increasing order of their due dates. Listen to me very carefully. Here I have properly mentioned that SPT has the following objective, and these are the four objectives. But in this case, EDD rule, I have not at all mentioned any objective. There are other rules like the critical ratio rule as well as the slack time remain rule, and these rules also do not have any objective. They have a pseudo objective like EDD. It tries to make sure that the due dates are met, the delivery dates are met, but remember, it will not promise anything. No promise. I am writing this here. No promise. Okay. So these methods are there so that we can deal with these methods. These methods are there so that we can deal with these methods and use these methods to try and achieve a certain objective. But remember, out of these methods, only the SPT rule make promises that it minimizes these things, but no other method. Although EDD is focused on that no customer should remain unsatisfied with respect to the delivery date, but EDD says that this sequence will make no promise that all the customer will be satisfied. There can be a situation where certain customer can still remain unsatisfied due to bad delivery dates. Okay. Now let me just jump onto the question. Let's not waste any more time. Let's just jump into the question. So here is the question. An job, one machine problem, and I have to find the average flow time first. Remember, I have to find the average flow time as well as the average lateness by SPT method, EDD method, and STR method. Okay. Nikul Khandelwal is saying that how to get videos from starting. Nikul, the starting from this lecture or starting from the entire series of industrial and OR? I also love you, Ashwin. Starting from the series of industrial and OR. Guys, let me just answer his question. So, Nikul, if you want to check out my entire videos, just consider this channel on which you are right now, Unacademy GATE Mechanical PIXE. Go into the playlist section. There you will find a playlist Industrial Engineering and Operations Research. In that series, you will be able to find all the lectures. And just watch this lecture also, and at the end of this lecture I will provide all the information that you want, even my special classes. Chalo, suno. So what I will be doing first, I will be writing down SPT. Okay, the first method that I am considering is the SPT method. So serial number, then we have the jobs, then processing time, then let me just make these table for you so that when you will approach the question, you will know how to do this. Okay. So here is the table, guys. So this is serial number, jobs, processing time, due date, start time, end time, cost of inventory, cost of delay, and delay. Okay. So why I have made this table? Because in this question everything is asked. and gradually we will be making use of the entire table to understand each and everything. So as I have mentioned that the first table that I have made is for the SPT method. So for the SPT method, let me just write down the serial number. So with respect to the serial number, the jobs that I will be doing for SPT, so the sequence for SPT is 54213. So 54213. Now the processing times 2 4 7 10 12. 2 4 7 10 12. Okay, now the due dates, that is 10 10 20 20 25. 10 10 20 20 25. So guys, I am solving this question by the SPT method first, and then I will be calculating the average flow time, average lateness, and whatever other things that are asked in the question. Okay. Yes, Shraddha. Hi, back. Okay, now guys, check this out. Check this out. Check this out. This is important. Now, the start time. Okay, the start time. The start time. So, as this is the first job, this job is going to be start at 0. Let's say I took a stopwatch, and on that stopwatch I said start. So the first job started and the starting time was 0 and the processing time is 2. So this job will end at 2. Now the second job will start at 2 and after 4 hours it will end at 6. The third job will start at 6 and after 7 it will end at 13. The next job will start at 13, end at 23, and the last job will start at 23 and end at 35. Okay. So guys, just check this out. Just check this out. DN Kurhade ji, what is this zero? Kurhade ji, what is this zero? Kurhade is saying कि sir zero है. Suno. So guys, check this out. Check this out. It says that calculate the total inventory cost and penalty for lateness if the inventory cost is rupees 100 per day per job and the penalty for lateness is 120 rupees per day per job. So it is saying that if one product, one job is in the inventory for one day, 100 rupees is going to be the inventory cost or inventory keeping cost. And if I will delay the product, lateness will happen, then I will have to pay 120 rupees behind one job. Okay. So now what says guys, what I could say here, before I deal with that, let us just first concentrate on the flow times. Okay. So guys, these are the flow times. First job flew out of the system on the second day, the next job on the 6th, the next job on the 13th, the next on the 23rd, and the last one on the 35th day. So if I want the average of flow times, average, then first job got out on the second day, the second job on the 6th day, the third job on the 13th day, the fourth job on the 23rd day, and the fifth job on the 35th day. Considering these days and dividing with respect to the number of jobs that have went or flown out, this will give me 2 plus 6 plus 13 plus 23 plus 35 by 5, that is 15.8. 15.8. What is this 15.8? 15.8 shows that this is the average of flow times. Whatever the exit times are, first job got out of the system on the second day, the last job got out on the 35th day. But if somebody will ask me what is the average time in which a job flows out of the system, there could be n number of jobs with different processing time, with different flow times. First job got out of the system on the second day, one job got out on the 35th day. But if somebody will ask me what is the duration, average duration, when in the system a particular job goes out, a particular motorcycle leaves the system. I would say in 15.8 days time, on an average, a single motorcycle leaves the garage. That is what is the meaning of average flow time. Okay, now guys, you can see the delivery dates are mentioned here. The delivery dates are mentioned here. I am writing the delay. Okay, how much delay I have cost. So remember, I have completed the job on the second day. I have completed the job on the second day. It was supposed to be delivered on the 10th day. So basically, there is no delay at all, no tardiness at all. Tardiness means delay, late. When we say somebody is tardy, that means somebody is late. So we are not late in this case. Similarly, this job is over in the 6th day. The delivery date is 10th, so no delay. Then again, this is 2013, so no delay. Then see, now here in this case, I have to deliver the job on the 20th day, but I am delivering it on the 23rd day. So there is a delay of 3 days. And at the end, I had to deliver the job on the 25th day, but I am delivering it on the 35th day. So there is a delay of proper 10 days, guys. Okay. Now, guys, you can see cost of inventory. This particular job number 5, it stayed in my garage for 2 days. And remember, if some job remained in my garage for 1 day, per day, 100 rupees is going to be the inventory cost. If this job remained for 2 days, then the cost of inventory is 200. If this job remained for 6 days, then the cost of inventory is 600. Again, here it is 1300. Here it is 2300. Here it is 3500, and so on. Now it is saying that if you delay one job, if you are late for a single day on a job, then you will have to bear 120 rupees. So guys, here I am not delay at all, not delay, not delay. So 0, 0, 0, but here I am delay by 3. So 3 into 120. Here I am delay by 10. So 10 into 120. So guys, I hope this is clear to you. I hope this is clear to you. Now remember, it was asked to find average flow time as well as average lateness. Let me just calculate average lateness. Let me just calculate average lateness. For these 3 jobs, we are not at all late. For the first job, we are late by 0. Second job, 0. Third job, 0. Fourth job, 3. Fifth job, 10. So overall, if I want to find the average lateness, how much I was late behind on an average a job. On an average, behind a job, how much I am delaying, that is what is average lateness. So that gives me 2.6 days per job. Similarly, 15.8 days per job is the average flow time. In an 15.8 days on an average, a job goes out of the system, flows out. On average, I am delayed by 2.6 days on a single job. That is what is the meaning of this thing. So guys, I hope up until this point, everything is pretty clear to you. Everything is pretty clear to you. Now do one thing. Let me just explain you what is STR. Guys, STR stands for slack time remain. What is slack time remain? Let me write here. STR is equal to due date minus processing time. So if I will just subtract the processing times from the due dates, so I will be getting 10 minus 2, 8, 10 minus 4, 6, 25 minus 12, 13, 20 minus 7, 13, 20 minus 10, 10. So STR method says that as per this method, just sequence the job in the increasing order of their STR. What benefit it will give you? Guys, by calculating the slack time, remember slack, float, extra time. Okay, so basically we are calculating the extra time behind a job. These are the extra times behind a job. And as you can see, this particular job, J4, has the least extra time. So what will happen? This job require 4 days to complete. I have set a delivery date of 10 days. So say there is a 6 day of slack, 6 day of margin, float, extra time. So the chances of this job getting delayed, the chances of job number 4 getting delayed is the highest, because I have the least float, least slack, least extra time with respect to job number 4. Similarly, the chances of job number 5 getting delayed is just after 4th. The chances of job number 1 getting delayed is after 5th, because there are that much extra times available. So STR method, what it says, that if you want to minimize, the lateness, if you want to make sure that you deliver the jobs on time, then you can make use of slack time remain method also, where you can simply find the slack time, that is the extra time, and arrange the jobs in that sequence. So now as per STR method, simply write the sequence, the sequence will be 4, 5, 1, 2 and 3. Whenever there is a tie, you can simply choose any variations possible. Okay, so with respect to the STR, the sequence is 4, 5, 1, 2 and 3. And guys, what you have to do, you have to find the average flow time, average lateness, inventory total cost, penalty for lateness when it is 100 rupees per job per day and 120 rupees per job per day. For all the three methods, I have already calculated it for STR. SPT, I have already calculated it for SPT. Now I want you to find for EDD as well as STR. Okay guys, so without wasting any time, just write it in your notebooks, the heading that I have given here, SPT, just similar to this, put up a heading EDD, make this table for EDD, and then I will be solving the very same on my particular slides. Then we will discuss it and then straight away move into the next topic. So EDD. Come on guys, before I solve these, I want the answers from each and every one of you. So with respect to EDD, the order is 54213. Let me just modify the order. Because guys, if you can check here, 54213 is the exact sequence with SPT also. So because there is a tie, in terms of delivery date, in these two situations, I am just going to inverse the sequence. So J4 J5, then 1 2 3. I am simply taking a different sequence, a different possible sequence, because I do not want to formulate the same table. Okay, so I hope you guys would understand why I did so. So the processing times are The processing times are 4, 2, 10, 7, 12. So the starting time 0, 4 end time 4, 6, 6, 16, 16, 23, 23, 35. Okay, so this will be 400, 600, 1600, 2300, 3500. Delay for that I need the delivery dates. Let me just write delivery dates in one of the columns. Delivery dates. So delivery dates are 10, 10, 20, 20, 25. So the delay here is I have completed the job on the 4th day, so no delay. Again here also no delay. Here also there is no delay. Here there is a delay of 3 days. Here there is a delay of 10 days. So 0, 0, 0, 120 into 3, 120 into 10. So now I will be calculating average inventory. So average inventory will become 4 plus 6 plus 16 plus 23 plus 35 by 5, and this is turning out to be 16.8, guys. This is coming out as 16.8 average lateness. This is 13 by 5, that is 2.6 days. Just make this table, guys. Just make these tables, and then I will be sharing a few observations. Next one is STR, slack time remain. So job, thanks Abhi Krishnan, thanks for correcting me. So with respect to STR, the sequence will be 4, 5, 1, 2, 3. Let me make this 4, 5, 1, 3, 2. 4, 5, 1, 3, 2. So this is processing times 4, 2, 10, 4 to 10, 12/7. The delivery dates are 10/10, 10/10, 20, 25 and 20. So the start time 0, end time 4, 4, 6, 16, 16, 28, 28, 35. Okay. So the delay, guys, the delay, this is 0, 0, 0. In this case, there is a delay of 3 days. In this case, there is a delay of 15 days. So the cost of inventory 400, 600, 1600, 2800, 3500. Cost of delay 3 into 120 and 15 into 120. So average flow time 4, 6, 16, 28, 35 by 5. This is coming out to be. So Kurhade is asking, sir, why not 54213? Why not 54213? 54213. So Kurhade ji, if I would have taken 54213, it would have become the same table. If I would have taken 54213, it would have been the same table. And remember, in case of EDD, there was a tie in these two places. So I used this tie and I just reversed the values so that this can also be a sequence. Your sequence is also correct, but this sequence is also correct. Okay. I just wanted to show you guys something. That's why I made this table. I will just explain that to you. Just wait for a moment. So 4 plus 6 plus 16 plus 28 plus 35 divided by 5. So this is 17.8. And then average lateness. This is 18 divided by 5. That is 3.6. This is the average lateness. So guys, now check this out. Guys, just check this out, just check this out, just check this out, just check this out. As I said that out of the sequencing rules of n job on one machine, today we are dealing with only with n jobs on one machine. So there are 4 basic rules, that is SPT, EDD, STR, and there is one more critical ratio rule which I will also tell you. You do not have to worry about that. Okay. Now what it says, as I said earlier, remember this point. Out of all these rules, there is only one rule, that is SPT, which is promising something. This is promising something. What it is promising? That the average waiting time, average flow time, average lateness, and the average number of jobs waiting in the inventory to process, I will minimize all of that. I will minimize all of that. And remember, EDD, critical ratio, STR, they all will try to reduce lateness / tardiness. Guys, remember, tardiness is just lateness. There is no new thing about tardiness. So guys, remember, these 3 methods will try to reduce lateness or tardiness, but no promise. No promise at all. So now what we have done, we have used all the three methods to calculate certain things. Now check this out. With respect to SPT, I saw the average flow time as 15.8, which SPT talks about minimizing. SPT says that if you will use SPT sequence, average flow time, average lateness will get minimized. And you can check you are getting the value of average lateness as 2.6 and 15.8 here. And with respect to the other sequence, that's why I changed the sequence. Although I could have used the same sequence for EDD, but I changed the sequence. I made use of the tie in these EDD values, and I changed the sequence. I did this only to explain this to you guys. Otherwise, I could have said that same table, but I did not do that. I completely made a new table just to make sure that you understand this, that when I have not used the same sequence, when I have not used the same sequence that is provided by the SPT, I have used some different sequence here, the average flow time increased. The average flow time increased, guys. The average flow time increased. It increased from 15.8 to 16.8. So only SPT says that if you will use my sequence, I will minimize the average flow time, the average lateness. Other methods will try to reduce lateness. Other methods will try to reduce lateness. Other methods will try to reduce lateness, but they will not promise anything at all. ताली बजाओ भाई अश्विन के लिए. अश्विन का सिल्वर जुबली हो गया. अश्विन has created a silver jubilee in my classes. Give a big round of applause for Ashwin. So now guys, check this out. Check this out. When I used the STR method, the slack time remain method, I again changed the sequence, guys. This is not the same sequence that I had for SPT or EDD. Completely different sequence. Now what happened in this sequence? Both the flow time as well as the average lateness increased. So remember, STR and EDD as well as critical ratio method, they will try to reduce the lateness, but they will not promise anything. I hope guys this is completely clear to you, There is one more thing, that I just want you to discuss with you. There is one more term which is called as average inventory. Now what is average inventory? Let's just check this out. Let's just understand average inventory, and then we will be over with this particular n job 1 machine thing, and we can straight away jump into n job 2 machine. So average inventory, guys, listen to this. When I say that I have started the operations, when I say that there are 5 jobs in the system, and now I want a sequence for these 5 jobs, then guys, on the very starting line, when I will start dealing with these 5 jobs one by one, then on the very start, guys, the day when I will open the shutter of my garage on the very first day in order to process all these jobs, then on the first day, how many jobs are there in the system? How many motorcycles are there in the system? Guys, there are 5 motorcycles. Similarly, you can see that the processing time for the first job is 2 days. So unless I am working on the first job, all the other jobs will be there in the inventory, plus the first job will also be there in the inventory. So for the first 2 days, guys, for the first 2 days, the inventory counts are 5 and 5. I hope this is crystal clear to you. I hope this is crystal clear to you. For the first 2 days, the inventory counts are 5 days and 5 days. But guys, check this out. On the second day, the first job that I handled, job number 5, it got out of the system, flew out of the system. That means from the third day, I will only have 4 jobs in the inventory. From the third day, I will only have 4 jobs in the inventory. That means on the third day, I will have 4 jobs. And remember, for the next 4 days, up until I will be working of job number 4, I will be having 4 in motorcycles in my inventory. So I will be writing 4 for all the 4 next days. These are what I am writing. I am writing the inventory counts of a particular day. So guys, remember, on the sixth day, job number 4 flew out of the system. Now I will only be dealing with 3 jobs, and for the next 7 days, for the next 7 processing days, there will only be 3 jobs in the system. So when I am calculating average inventory, I can simply write 5 multiplied by 2, 5 jobs for 2 days, then 4 jobs for 4 days, 4 jobs for 4 days, plus 3 jobs, 2, 1, 3 for 7 days, 3 jobs for 7 days, then only 2 jobs for 10 days, and at last only 1 job in the inventory for 12 days. And guys, this is the average of how many days? Remember, the last job left the system on the 35th day. The last job left the system on the 35th day. So guys, basically these 2 days, 4 days, 7, 10, 12 will total add up to the inventory count of 35 days. So the inventory count, or the average inventory of total 35 days will be, just let me calculate this using my calculator. Meanwhile, I would like all of you to calculate this so that we can verify our answers. This is turning out to be 2.257. Let me write this as 2.26 jobs per day. So guys, this is the average inventory. Just understand the word average inventory means on a particular day, what is the average number of vehicles standing in the garage? On a particular day, what is the average number of vehicles standing in the garage? That is the average inventory, my friends. So for that, what I have done, I have taken the inventory count of all the 35 days. I added the inventory count of all the 35 days and averaged it with respect to 35 days. I got the average inventory. I hope this concept is perfectly clear to you. A lot of students face a lot of confusion while calculating average inventory. I hope I have made it crystal clear to you. If you have any doubt, just write it in the comment box. If you guys have any doubt, just write it in the comment box. Come on, guys. I know, yaar, YouTube is lagging. But what to do? We have to make the best out of what we have. So guys, please comment. I am waiting for your comments. No understand. Neelaj Shinde, you did not understood or you understood? What is the meaning of no understand? Arunopal is saying clear, sir. Neelaj, come on, please verify. Shall I explain once more? Hello, Neelaj. Gopala is saying clear, sir. Ashwin is saying, sir, I have a doubt. How you can predict our doubt earlier? Ashwin, Ashwin, the content that I am delivering today, I have already delivered this concept to around 20,000 students in the past 5 years. Yes, I have taught 20,000 students in the past 5 years. Okay, so I have already delivered this concept to 20,000 students, and from that data, I know that what an average student can think while considering my concepts, or when listening to my concepts or dealing with my concepts. So I know what an average student faces. So that's why I know, I can predict that these are the doubts that one can face. So guys, everybody is clear with his or her doubts. So guys, that's it for today's session. That's it for today's session. Do not leave the class. Do not leave the class. I have something very important to share with you guys. Please do not leave the class. And remember, tomorrow we will be dealing with n jobs through two machines. Very important question. Very important aspect of sequencing. Important for GATE examination. Let me just double mark this. Very important for GATE examination. And this is very interesting also. Okay, so we will be dealing with this topic tomorrow. Do not leave the class. Okay, I have something important to discuss. Guys, let us just discuss the schedule. Let us just discuss the schedule for the December month. From Monday to Saturday, I will be going live on YouTube at 9:15 p.m. This series will continue to be there. Those who are entirely relying on YouTube for their preparations, okay. So from Monday to Saturday, every day at 9:15 p.m. I will be there. And if let's say someday something happens, I am not feeling well, okay, or I have not prepared the presentation, then I tell the students that today there will be no class. So let's say if those situations happen, thank you, Ashwin. Let's say those situations happen, I will reschedule that particular class for the next day, and that information will be available to you on the Telegram channel. Meanwhile, guys, I have also started a special class series on the Unacademy app. Special class Unacademy app. Guys, this class I will be taking on every alternate days. And those alternate days will be Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. So I will be taking special classes only on Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. Okay. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday, there will be no special classes up until the further notification. Guys, simply means that unless and until I tell you that there will be a special class on either Monday, Wednesday, Friday, or Sunday, special classes will be on Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday only. And every Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, I will be taking two special classes. The timings of that will be 8:30 to 9:30 a.m. for the first session and 9:45 to 10:45 a.m. for the second class. Okay, so this is the timing for the first session, this is the timing for the second session. Guys, I will be keeping up with this schedule for the entire month of December. If there will be any change in the schedule, I will try my level best not to make any changes, but if there will be any addition or any subtraction, let's say I won't be able to take some class or I would like to take some additional class, I will definitely inform you guys on the YouTube lecture or on the special class. So please stay in touch. And yes, remember, join the Telegram channel if you haven't yet. There I will be sharing every message, every notification that I have regarding to my class, my notes, my PDFs, everything will be shared there on the Telegram channel. Okay. So guys, now the thing that I told you about, there is a slight change on the Unacademy app. Okay. Sir, where I am get PDF of previous class? Dheeraj, for the previous class of forecasting, I did not share the PDF because what I did that I wrote the entire class using this particular pen over the slides because certain students asked me to go for that particular type of teaching where I do not prepare PPT and just simply write. So if you will watch that class, you will be able to understand. Okay. Now, listen to me very carefully, guys. There is a slight change on the Unacademy learning app, and I specifically would like to share that with you. Otherwise, you might face certain difficulties. Okay, you guys might not face certain difficulties, but your friends or your colleagues who will be joining the preparation that we are providing on the Unacademy learning app, they might face some issues. So you can just simply ask them to do that. So guys, let me just take this particular 10 slides in a very short amount of time. Guys, what you need to do is just simply go into the Play Store or the App Store. Whether if you have an iPhone, go on the App Store. If you have an Android phone, go on the Play Store. Simply search for Unacademy. Okay, then you will get an icon like this. You will see an icon like this. Simply click on the install button and download the Unacademy learning app. Okay, this is the app for the students. So download this Unacademy learning app. Now you will be prompted to select one goal. You will be prompted to select your goal, that which examination you are preparing for or which is the criteria you are going to study for. So in that criteria, guys, just simply GATE and ESE. Just simply select GATE and ESE in that criteria. Now in the GATE and ESE criteria, guys, you will get a search icon like this. Click on the search icon, type Manish Mishra there, my name. Okay, you will be able to see my profile. Something like this. This profile will come, okay, with my photograph. Just simply click on this follow tab. If you will click on the follow tab, you will be following me on the Unacademy app. Now basically what it does for you, every time I will schedule a lecture on the special class or on the Unacademy Plus platform, you guys will simply get a notification. Via a text message, you will simply get a notification that this class has been scheduled by Manish Mishra on this particular topic. And then whenever the class will start, 15 minutes prior to the class, you will receive a text message that Manish Mishra is going to go live on this particular topic. If you want to attend the class, just simply click on the link. Okay, so this is one thing that you will be able to get. Now guys, remember, up until this point, students were able to see the special classes. This you can see as the special class criteria. Students were able to see these special classes for free. The special classes were completely free, but remember this, the special classes are still free, but there is a slight catch. Okay, very small catch. Just listen to me and you will be go through completely with this, and it will be a breeze for you, and for whomever you will be sharing this, it will be very beneficial and easy for them. Guys, remember the special classes that are created by the educator are completely free of cost. And as I have mentioned, I am trying to teach you on YouTube as well as on the special class, so you can get benefit from both of them. And I have synchronized all the classes so that those students who can study more, learn more, they can finish the syllabus in a very short amount of time. Now, the special classes were used to be completely free, but now there is a small catch. The small catch is whenever you will try to watch a special class, let's say somebody has logged in the Unacademy app on or after 1st of December 2020. Those who have downloaded or installed the app before 1st December, they are not going to face this issue. But those who are downloading this app for the very first time, or on or after 1st of December, they will get this prompt. What is the prompt? Whenever you will click on a special class, either for the notification of the class or to watch the class, you will be prompted where it will ask you enter an invite code to unlock your free plan. As I said, the special classes are completely free. But now it will ask you to unlock the special class free plan with an invite code. Okay, now what is the invite code, guys? What is the invite code? Remember the invite code. Triple M10. The referral code that I told you guys, which can fetch you a discount of 10% across all the subscriptions available on the Unacademy app, across all the permutation combination. This triple M10 code, which can fetch you a discount of 10% on any of the Unacademy subscription. Now this subscription code is also be acting as a unlocker code or invite code for your free plan. So guys, remember, if you want to watch the special classes, and you have downloaded or installed the Unacademy app after or on the 1st of December, then from now on, in order to watch the special classes, you will have to unlock your free plan by using the code triple M10. Okay guys, Ashwin, I know this is Negi sir's line, triple M10 is an emotion. I'm not saying it is an emotion, it is a code, man. And simply you can use this code to get a discount. So guys, this is it. That is what I wanted to tell you guys. So triple M10 code now can be used to watch the special classes also. And guys, remember, if you haven't yet followed me yet on Unacademy app, this is my link. And you can search my name on the Unacademy app also by Manish Mishra and can see my profile. If you haven't yet followed me on the Unacademy app, follow me guys. This is the link of my Telegram channel. Okay. Those who haven't joined the Telegram channel yet, just take the screenshot of the link, type it in the URL. You will be able to join the Telegram channel where I will be sharing the daily updates, notifications, PDFs and notes of my classes. This is the Unacademy Gate Mechanical PIXC YouTube channel, which I live on every day at 9:15 p.m. The entire playlist is created here. And guys, thank you all for watching this session. I hope you will be benefited from this. And if you are, please like, share and subscribe if you haven't yet. Unless and until guys, bye-bye. I will see you all tomorrow at 9:15 p.m. on YouTube, and day after tomorrow, that is on Saturday, for the special classes on the Unacademy app in the morning 8:30 a.m. Special class at 8:30 a.m. and YouTube session at 9:15 p.m. YouTube at 9:15 p.m. So guys, bye-bye. See you all tomorrow. Good night. Have a good night's sleep. Prepare well, eat well, live well.